Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is today's tarot for all signs for Wednesday, the 13th of March 2024. I hope you're doing well. It's hump day today. I hope your week's going well as well. I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. Amongst other things, I give 1-question readings in there. Now, you can book in for one of those 1-question readings on my website at any time. Find a link for that in the description box below and also up there too. I do all the pre-book readings right at the start of the next live show, then send you the link if you're booked in to the replay so you can watch it back, so you don't need to be able to make it live. If you can't make it, or if it's just like if you're sleeping when my show is on because of your time zone, or you can come live, you can book while I'm live too. I also offer private readings from my website, BeHealing.com. Find a link for that in the description box below and also up there too. Get those out within 48 hours if you're ordering them. There's different styles of reading that you can get. Check that out on that link. And I get those out within 48 hours if you're ordering them. Now, there's 2 ways in which to win one of those private readings with me every single month. The first way is by being a subscriber to my channel, clicking like on this video, and then leaving a comment. That'll get you one entry in. Now, do that as many times as you like on all of my videos, including my shorts on this channel, and I'll get you many entries in. Second way is by checking out my pick a card reads, and if you purchase the deeper dives, those extended readings to my pick a card reads, then that'll get you an entry into those prize draw, the second prize draw too. So good luck with those. Now, what's on the energies for everybody today? Acceptance. See the side eye there and acceptance. Sometimes we've just got to accept that people are where they're at. That it is what it is, and people are where they're at the moment. Tear it up, Flossy Cat. That's Brenda Cat, but sometimes I call her Flossie. I might change her name by deed poll. Intuition and focus. Intuitively focusing on something new. I think there could be a disruptive element today that you just need to accept. It could be someone's behavior, or just like it is what it is kind of an energy. It's like, okay, I don't particularly like that, but that's their bag, not my bag. So I'm going to focus on something else instead. And what else? Self-care. Take care of yourself, especially if there's bad behavior with other people. Sometimes you just got to turn away from that and leave them with it, you know, let them sort out their own stuff. Can be hard, especially if it's something that we've been through, something that we've sorted out within ourselves. It's hard not to step in, but when we do step in and try and help them, point it out that they've got this thing going on and that perhaps they should sort it out. It's just a judgment, because really there is not a problem with someone not knowing something. There's not a problem with someone still learning and growing. It's not a problem at all. It's only a problem with us. And so that's why we've got to do the side eye acceptance, like, oh, they're doing that, but I've got to accept it. It is what it is. They're at where they're at, and they don't have to be the same as me. They don't have to have learned the same things that I've learned so far. Knight of Pentacles says take it slowly. Same card as came out yesterday as well. Next up, we've got the 8 of Cups. So letting something go, letting something that you're emotionally attached to go. Now, if it is someone that's close to you that is doing this bad behavior or whatever it is, that's even harder, right? Because we're invested more, and it's like, but I really want them to heal that thing. And it's like, yeah, but perhaps it's not in their path to heal that thing yet. Remember, they've got higher selves too. They've got inner guidance too, whether they're aware of it or not, whether they're watching readings or not, whether they're meditating and like consciously following that. Everyone's got that guidance, whether they know it or not. Everyone's got stuff showing up in their lives. They might be noticing it and calling it serendipity or whatever, or they might not. But it's still happening for them. Even if they're not recognizing it, it's still happening for them. And you need to trust that too, and trust them to learn what's right for them in their own time. And we're not always right too. What you and I have learned isn't always what is right for them, right? This is why you need to take what I say with a pinch of salt too, because you might not be learning the same lessons as me, although those that are watching are probably watching it for a reason, to get my take on it. We don't need to come to the same conclusions. We don't all need to believe the same things, and we don't all need to fix things, heal things in exactly the same way either. We are all a reflection of source energy, and unique in that. And that's what makes life diverse. Imagine if we all believed the same things and all came to the same conclusions. Imagine how boring that would be. And we wouldn't be able to grow. Like, it would just be stagnant and terrible. So 8 of Cups, sometimes we need to just like let that emotional stuff go and not be so attached to what someone else is doing. Have you ever had that when there's no problems in your life going on, it's all flowing nicely, but your best friend has got something going on, they've got a big drama, and you can't stop thinking about that. And then you start talking to other people about their drama, and it's like suddenly you're taking on their stuff. It's like, hang on, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let those emotional attachments go when someone else that is dear to you is going through something else. It's not your problem. We've got the World card, end of a chapter, start of a new chapter. There could also be travel involved there. And yeah, Five of Swords, something doing your head in. Perhaps something that you can't stop thinking about, and it might be driving you crazy. Now, in a life absent of meaning, purpose, meaning, goals, and that kind of thing, when our life is boring and there doesn't seem to be much going on because we don't have purpose, meaning, goals, that is when we get focused on other people's stuff. So take care of yourself instead. Get a new goal, like meaning, purpose, goals. That will keep you in your own lane. Tell us why the Knight of Pentacles is here. So there's a need to take things slowly, always. And the guys like to tell us about this a lot. The Knight of Pentacles. I'm surprised it's not like really worn. It comes out so much. Two materials and the High Priestess. So using it's the same as this. Intuition and focus. It's the same message. Yeah, so we've got a choice to make. We've got to weigh up our options and use our intuition to do that. So it's about focus, what you focus on. Use your intuition and take it slowly. So in other words, if you are being kind of hijacked by someone else's stuff at the moment because you've got an emotional attachment to them, you've got to accept where they're at and then shift your focus, but know that it's going to take a while to disengage your nervous system and your subconscious mind from the perceived problem. Because if you've been thinking on someone else's problem, your subconscious mind thinks it's your problem. It doesn't know the difference. It's like, oh, I've got this problem to solve. It's like, no, actually, it's someone else's. It's someone else's. Sorry, I was just thinking about it. You know, like apologize to your nervous system and then give it time to calm down about what it thought was your problem. But you were thinking about someone else's. How often do we do that? We really need to stop doing it. What's behind that is self-love and ascension, to raise your vibration and love yourself. Yeah, definitely not getting involved with other people's problems. And that makes us feel selfish when we first do that. But then once we get used to it, once we get used to only helping people when they ask for help, then and staying in our own lane and sorting our own stuff out, when we get to that point, we realize, oh, I was just kind of sticking my nose in, being a sticky beak in other people's lives, and it was actually a judgment of them rather than anything else, and completely out of my jurisdiction. So self-love and raise your vibration. And some of you just, like I said, it's a lack of meaning. What else did I say? Those things I said before. Why the Eight of Cups? It's that one. Why the Eight of Cups? Eight of Cups is about letting go of an emotional attachment to what someone else is going through. Knight of Materials, again, take it slowly. Ten of Emotions, to get in your own lane about your own happily ever after. So that is that searching for purpose, meaning in your own life and new goals for yourself, your happily ever after, get on with that. So instead of trying to sort it out for other people, do it for yourself. And what is behind that? So letting go of the emotional letting go of the emotional attachment to what's happening for someone else. This is like how to stay in your own lane, this reading. Transformation and retreat is behind that. So transform the way that you're thinking about it, so it's okay for you to retreat your energy from it, because it really is. I mean, it's not your responsibility what other people are going through. The World. So we've got an end of a chapter, start of a new chapter, and the possibility of travel as well for some. Can you tell us why this is here? Rushing into something because we've got clarity. Ten of Voices leading to a painful ending. So thinking that we've got clarity on something and rushing into it is going to lead to a painful ending. So things are going to change. If you're rushing things at the moment, I mean, we've got the Knight of Pentacles twice. already. So definitely don't rush at the moment. But rushing into something at the moment is going to lead to pain. So don't do that. We've got an ending of one chapter, starting of a new chapter. Now, we ask for things. We ask for change in our life. And in order to bring that change in, we need to change who we are. Like there's an inner change that needs to happen. And when that inner change happens through realization or getting in our own lane or creating those new goals or meaning for our life or whatever it is that this reading is saying, that changes us as a person energetically and what our focus is. So it changes everything, right? And so from that place, with that change just happened, we don't want to rush into action. We want that change to be really integrated. Watch the integration card come out now. We want to integrate that change first before we then take action. Integrate the energetic change and the focus change before we then take action. It's all good. I thought it was going to be integration, but no, it's all good. It's all good. But don't worry about it. It's like you're not going wrong here. It's just bide your time with it all. 5 of Swords, because something is doing our head in. It's like you're thinking on the wrong things. This is what this is saying. This reading is saying you've been thinking on the wrong things, thinking about someone else's stuff. If you think of it like that, we have a nervous system, we have a subconscious mind. They are here to be in the negative, to look out, to save our lives. They're here to look out for problems. They are thinking in the negative and they are feeling in the negative, responsive and all of that kind of stuff. And so if we are thinking of someone else's problem, the world's problem, another country's problem with war, if we're thinking on all of that, our nervous system is like, holy crap, I'm in the middle of a war here. I've got to do something about it. It's my responsibility. And we're just punishing ourselves and freaking ourselves out for no reason, because it's not within our power. That's why I don't watch the news. 5 of Swords. So something is doing your head in. Page of Emotions, and you could be fantasizing about that. Page of Emotions is when we get into our fantasy energy and we develop it. It's like when we go within and we think on those things and we talk about it more and we grow that energy, which is fantastic if we're doing it for something that we really want, but it's terrible if we're doing it with something that is burdening us, that's doing our head in, that is like out of our power. Point presentation. What's behind that is anger, something that's making you angry. Duality. Yeah, really got to tear ourselves away from what isn't ours to be dealing with and stop putting that on your nervous system to deal with, because that's a lot. It really is. And it's the opposite of self-love, doing that kind of thing. Okay, so think of a yes or no answer. No. What am I doing? I'm going into autopilot. What about our love lives? It just shows how many videos, how long I've been doing this, right? It's like I can just go into autopilot sometimes and just say these things. I'm surprised I don't do it in my sleep too. Wake up saying, so think of a yes or no answer question now. What about our love lives? Love lives today, please. What's going on? What do we need to know? There we go. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it's only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So being true to yourself, staying in your own lane, dealing with your own stuff, moving forward with your life, getting on life purpose, especially with this 10 of emotions. It's like, get on with it. Get on with making your happily ever after. That's what we're here to do. We're not here to change the world. We're here to change our world. We're here to be the change that we want in the world, in our world. Create the life that you want and stay in your own lane. Cool. And I've never really understood. It's like, well, but you need to be aware of this. Why? Why do I need to be aware of things? Why do I need to be aware of bad things that other people are creating? Why? What's the point in that? There is absolutely no use in that. It's not doing anything. Cool your emotions. So if you're emotional today, cool it in our love lives. I don't know. You also have trust. Trusting other people, remember? Trust other people, that they're going through something, it's their remit. And rejection as well. And I feel like this could be you rejecting someone, or rejecting someone's appeals to you to take responsibility for their shiz. What else? We've got love, being in the flow, and withdrawal. Sometimes it is withdrawing from the other person is actually an act of love because it's trusting them to follow their own guidance. And sometimes it's an act of love to step away from someone because our paths are diverging now and we're not in alignment anymore. If we've got to get ourselves out of alignment in order to be with someone, that relationship isn't an alignment anymore. We don't need to sacrifice ourselves, and we shouldn't. Okay, so what else? We've got jug, light-hearted, carefree time. It doesn't feel like that, but it should be like that. So change whatever you're going through to be light-hearted, carefree time. So release those cares that I just really feel like they're not your cares to be held anyway. Bear, danger, especially in money matters. What else? Tent, this is a temporary situation. This too shall pass. We've got a tree, affairs with your family. That keeps on coming out. Tankard, celebration, fun, enjoyment. And broken wishbone, a wish will not be granted. So path you're heading down, it's like, it's not going to happen, not that way anyway. Okay, well, think of a yes or no answer question, because I've got a random green crystal in this bag. I'm going to pull one of them out very shortly for our answer. But this is no, it's not a personal reading. It's a general reading, so it's just a bit of fun in this video. However, if you want me to pull a crystal out of my bag for a specific question that you've got and cards out of my deck, then you might want to book yourself in for a one-question reading. You can find a link for that in the description box below and also up there as well. Book yourself in on my website and I'll do it in the next live show. If you've got many questions or if you want a lot of detail, you can book yourself in for a private reading. Find a link for that in the description box below and also up there too. Get those out within 48 hours if you're ordering them. So how best to deal with these energies today? Eight of Pentacles, the card of getting paid. The card of getting back the energy that you're putting out there. And in order to get back the energy that you're putting out there, like the work that you do, we need to be doing it in the right place, right? Because you could do the right work in the wrong place or with the wrong people or for the wrong company or for the wrong boss and not get paid what you were. It's not just about pay, it's about receiving back for anything that we're doing. It's definitely a message to take care in where you're placing your focus, worry, nervous system, all of that, and advocate for yourself. So think of a yes or no answer question now. Pause the video. If you're not ready for your answer, yes, go for it. There you go. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if you're new and leave a comment. That'll get you an entry into that prize draw for a free reading with me at the end of the month. I do one of these today's tarot every single day of the year. I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show. Love to see you in there. Come along for coffee and cards and one-question readings and all kinds of things. Love to connect with your energy and perhaps read for you too. And I make 3 love pick a card reads a week as well. You can find one of those right there, right now, and watch that next if you want. Well, have the best day ever. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.